You just getting done with that gym, man, getting that money and that muscle, staying on the hustle. Y'all know how we do. Quick video though. We're gonna do a gym workout video, man. We're gonna talk about some things that people overlook in the gym, man. See, a lot of people, when they go in the gym, they always think the bench press, the bicep curl, the stuff that they see in the muscle and fitness magazines, not knowing that you have to have a whole complete body. You can't neglect certain areas of your training regimen, or else you're going to set yourself up for potentially injuring yourself. You feel me? You're not going to make the gains that you want to get. And it's like you're going to sabotage the whole process of you becoming the best possible version that you could be in the gym. So let's get right into the video, man. The number one thing a lot of people forget is they forget to stretch. Let's talk about stretching, flexibility work. You know what I'm saying? You have to, every day you go in the gym, work on your flexibility. When you start lifting weights, you start lifting a lot of weights, your muscles start to get tight. You don't just have muscles in your body, you got ligaments and you got tendons as well. So you got to be prioritizing stretching, foam rolling, you know what I'm saying? Mobility work. I do all of that every day when I'm in the gym, when I'm warming up. Let's say I'm doing chest that day. I take a barbell without any weight on it and I go up and down just to warm my shoulders up. I take a stretch band, flex band. I'm going like this, warming my shoulders up. I'm going over my head, back and forth, doing shoulder rolls, all of that, man. You got to do all of that, man. Work on that flexibility. Keep yourself limber. Keep yourself loose. You want to keep yourself. You remember when you were a kid, right? And you used to be flexible, used to be able to get in flexible positions. But as you start to get older, you notice how you start to get tight. Your hips start to get tight, your hamstrings tight. If you start doing these things that I'm telling you, start stretching, prioritizing it every day. Warm up. At the end, do about 5, 10, 15 minutes of stretching every day. You will notice significant improvement. You will see that you're moving better. You will see that your lower back ain't as tight no more. You ain't having back pain no more. Your hamstrings loosening up. Your hip flexors. We do all that. Your neck. Work all of that, man. You see what I'm doing? We got to stay limber. You have to stay limber, man. You stay loose. All of that. Hips, hamstrings, quads, stretch your calves, Achilles tendons. You feel me? You got to work on it every day, man. Don't neglect that, man. Train hard on the flexibility work as you do us hard on the weights. You feel me? We do foam rolling. I do foam rolling. You feel? I lay on the ground, foam roll out my legs, my lower back day, quads, all of that. I do mobility work. If you ever ran track or played sports, you know how the sprinters jumping up in the air before they about to race, or you see people with their hands on the wall, kicking their leg back and forth and side to side to stretch out them hips and keep them hips loose. All of that is critical to having longevity and being able to continue lifting for a long time. If you get tight, you start to get stiff, you're not going to be able to move good. I want to move me. I used to play football, right? I used to play college football, little league, all the way up to college, got a football scholarship. I want to still be able to move like when I was playing football. I want to be shifty. I want to be able to sprint. I want to be able to stop on the dime. All of that requires flexibility. It requires working on your range of motion. So train that just as hard as you do when you in the gym. This is the next thing, neglecting the smaller muscle groups. You not only have large muscle groups, a lot of people think about the bench press, squat, deadlift. We all know that. You got smaller muscle groups as well that stabilize those muscles, and they need to be strong as well. So some common overlooked small muscle groups that people neglect: the rear deltoids, the rotator cuffs in your shoulder. You got small muscle groups in your shoulder. That's why a lot of people blow out their shoulders when they heavy bench pressing, because they don't strengthen up those smaller muscles, tendons, and ligaments in there. Forearms, you got to have strong forearms if you want to grip the bar and be able to pull a lot of weight. You feel me? Your lower back, that's important as well. Your glutes. What else? We got inner groin muscles, the muscles that run on the inside of your leg. You got to be working all of that, man. Like I said, rear delts, we hitting reverse flies. You feel me? Face pulls. Bam, rotator cuff. I take a light plate, like a 5-pound plate, in and out, man. Boom. And all that. I take the band, like I said, stretching it out, coming over my shoulders, back and forth. Before I bench press, I take an empty barbell, like I said, go up and down, maybe 10, 15 reps, couple sets of that, man, to warm my shoulders up, make sure I'm warmed up good. Forearms, man, do a lot of hammer curls. You know, grip, change your grip up if you can do pull-ups. If you do pull-ups, I do grip like this, bam. I do them like that. You got to have them strong forearms, man. If you want to deadlift a lot, you want to have a crazy grip strength. The lower back. I like to do hyperextensions, good mornings, keep your lower back. Your posterior chain is important. Your glutes. A lot of people think they hitting their glutes pretty good if they do heavy squats. No. And a lot of dudes, they like to think that the machines that a lot of the women use in the gym it's not manly, it's feminine, shit like that. Nah, man, you gotta change your mindset, man. You gotta have them glutes firing. You gotta have a strong posterior chain if you want to be strong on your squat, deadlift. If you an athlete, you want to sprint faster, be more explosive, start training them glutes, man. This is the next thing. The importance of switching your exercises. A lot of people overlook that. You see some people in the gym, they go in there and they do the same exact old workout every day. They don't even change the weights. They don't change how many reps, how many sets they do. And then they wonder why a year later, 2 years, they still look the same. They ain't put on an ounce of muscle. Their strength haven't went up. Your body is smart. Your body is it'll easily adapt to whatever stress you put it under. So if you constantly doing the same things day in and day out in the gym, not switching up the exercises, how many sets and reps you doing, you setting yourself up and you shortchanging yourself in the long run. Me, when I go in the gym, no workout is ever the same. You know, I don't even write my workouts down. You know, if I did legs last week, I'd change up whatever exercises I'm doing, how much weight, how heavy I'm going, everything changes up every day. I like to keep my body guessing. That's the name of the game right there. This is the next thing people overlook. Having a powerhouse core. See, when a lot of people think of core, right, they think a six-pack. They always get people asking me, how do I get a six-pack? What do I do to get it? That's made in the kitchen. You get the abs, that comes from diet. Man, I'm talking about having a strong powerhouse core to where you could thrust a lot of weight. You could put up a lot of weight. If your core ain't strong, you ain't going to put up a lot of weight. Simple as that. You ain't going to be explosive if you're an athlete. It's simple. Everything starts with the core. You know, that's why I'm able to do stuff like the standing ab. I'm able to do the front lever when I'm on the pull-up bar, make my whole body straight and do front levers, muscle ups. I could bench press 315 with my feet up in the air because I train my core. You feel me? You got to have a strong core. That's the only way you're going to be able to be a beast in the weight room, the gym, and it spills over into your other aspects of your life outside the gym. You got a strong core. It makes your daily living that much better, man. When you completing your task, you like be trying to carry up a whole bunch of groceries up the steps, man, into your apartment, or you trying to change the tire, but the lug nuts are on too tight. And if you ain't got that core strength to pull that mug, you ain't going to be able to get it. Train that core, man. You know, some of the things I like to do, of course, the ab wheel. You know, I like to bench press with my feet up. Planks, I do some planks here and there. All that, man, you got to have that core legit, man. You want your core to be explosive, powerhouse. Think of a powerhouse, man. Think of a house. The foundation of the house has to be solid. Otherwise, the house is going to start to shift over time. You ain't got that solid foundation, aka your core, you setting yourself up. This is the next thing, man. Proper technique, man. You can't overlook having proper technique in the gym. You have to think safety first. Always think proper technique, safety and technique, man. When I first started lifting weights, I was 13 years old. My football coach got me started, and he didn't even have me put no weight on the bar. He just wanted to see how I was doing everything with just the bar. We started with the bar in the beginning. Deadlift, squats, bench press, we all just had the bar. Then once he felt satisfied enough that my form was right, he started putting on weight. You know, you want to have, that's like your bread and butter. That's like ABCs of working out, weightlifting in the gym, man. Your technique. If you don't got technique, you ain't got nothing, man. You bound to get hurt at some point. You bound to injure yourself, man. So make sure you got the proper technique. If you need a recommendation on how to do an exercise, you know, go on YouTube. I got plenty of videos on my channel of me demonstrating exercises, the proper way to do it, man. This is the next thing. The importance of holding yourself accountable when you aren't feeling motivated, man. See, a lot of people where they run into is They stop going to the gym just because they lose their motivation. You're not going to be motivated every day. You're not going to feel like going. You're not going to feel like, oh, I'm going to go kill this. I'm going to go turn up in this gym. Even I have those days. And I've been working out 23 years, but I know in my head that I have to be disciplined and I have to be mentally tough. And there's no excuses. I don't make no excuses for myself. If you able-bodied and you able to go, ain't no excuses, man. I'm not giving no excuses. I'm going to find a way. Even if I go in the gym 45 minutes, I might be dog tired. I might be sick. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to the gym. We're going to get it in regardless. You just got to show up and get it in. You feel me? Even if you got to do 45 minutes of arms, something is better than nothing. Don't let your motivation run out. That inspiration, new year, new me bullshit. And then you've been working out 3 months consistent. Then you just got there and say, fuck it, man. Now you done took the rest of the year, ain't even been back to the gym, man. Nah, stay in it to win it, lock in, and let's grind, baby. This is the last thing, man, I'm gonna leave y'all with, man. People overlook the importance of keeping it simple. Just keep it simple, man. The things that worked for people that worked out 50, 100 years ago, they still work today, man. You ain't got to reinvent the wheel. You ain't got to reinvent the wheel. You feel me? The machines might look fancier. You might go to a new gym. They got all this shiny equipment, man. Sometimes I go in there and it might be crowded. I just grab me some good old dumbbells, find me a couple machines for whatever body part I'm working, and I get busy, man. I get busy. Once you've been doing this shit long enough, you start to see gains. You know what you're doing. You already know what works. It's only so much you could do for every body part. You ain't got to go, these influencers on TikTok making up all these new ways to work, man. That shit is just for views and to be getting popularity and shit blow up, man. You ain't got to do all that shit if you don't want to, man. Stick to the basics, stick to the bread and butter, the meat and potatoes, and you're going to have a long, successful career in the gym. Y'all like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. I got the merchandise for sale on my website. Shop with me on my website. Y'all got any input, thoughts, comments on this video? Make sure you drop a comment. I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Y'all know how we coming. Let's get motivated.